This is the best team in the world, or so we thought. For majority of 2023, the story was that no one could beat Onic Esports. After convincing wins in the MLBB Southeast Asian Cup against powerhouse teams from the Philippines, Echo and Blacklist, it looked like a new era was emerging, when the Sky Kings soared above, while below, the dynasty PH built was slowly crumbling apart. Everyone knew Onic was strong, even if not everyone was willing to admit it. But during the most crucial moment, one game away from being world champions with everything on the line, they just couldn't perform. And in one of the best series of matches in the entire history of MLBB, AP Bren proved that Bren lang malakas. And after a heartbreaking defeat, what Kiboy, the roamer of Onic, said when asked how he felt was, "It's okay. I'll have my revenge in games of the future." And here we are, 2 months after the M5 World Championships and the Games of the Future 2024, where the prize pool is larger and the competition is even more intense. Onic would have to face newly formed super teams, dark horse contenders, and returning legends even before getting the chance for their revenge against AP Bren and a piece of that $1 million prize pool. But I think they just might be able to do it. Here's why. Number 1, they've proven it before. This team has consistently been at the top of MPL Indonesia for the past 3 years. Kairi, Kiboy, and Sanz are arguably the best in the world in their position. CW was both phenomenal and consistent during M5, and Boots, even though he underperformed, he's shown in the past what he's capable of as a player and as the leader of Onic. Not to mention the incredible minds behind Onic's success, Coach Yeb and Coach Adi. They've beaten tough opponents, outsmarted their enemies, and outclassed world-class teams. They even pulled off an impossible comeback against AP Bren, but it just so happened that their first ever loss was in the grand finals, where it mattered the most. But still, props must be given to AP Bren for being the better team, and in Games of the Future, they're still the team that not only Onic, but anyone wanting to get the championship trophy must prepare for. To be honest, AP Bren is looking really scary. They retained their roster save for Coach Bren, who transferred to an Indonesian powerhouse, RRQ. But I wouldn't be quick to say that there's a weakness in the analyst department, as AP Bren just announced that they acquired Coach Trevor from Echo, the former world champions. But if there's one thing that might affect AP Bren's performance, it just might be the championship curse. Historically, teams that won international championships had slumps in performance, especially during the preseason. Even Bren fell victim to this. Remember Snapdragon Pro Series? But I'll have to say that Bren isn't the type of team to be complacent, and they've broken a few other curses during their championship run. Plus, given there's $1 million on the line, there's even more motivation for AP Bren to do well in this tournament. So if all else fails, there's still Kairi. Before he was known as the Sky King, even before he made a name for himself, Kairi was dubbed the future because of the unbelievable potential he showed at such a young age. And now he's more than lived up to the expectations of the people. It's almost prophetic if the future wins the Games of the Future, right? But aside from this silly coincidence, this is the perfect time to prove all the haters and doubters wrong after the Kairi Uchiha incident. Not only him, but this is a redemption arc opportunity for the whole Onic squad. And if Kiboy makes good in his word, then he would truly have his revenge. But then again, I might be entirely wrong about everything I just said. And that's okay. At the end of the day, all we want is to see the clash between strong teams, the crazy outplays, and some good mobile legends.